Hello guys and welcome back to Farming Simulator 2015 as I break the back door of the bailer, or new to us bailer. So, big news, well, within the last half an hour or so, big news. I figured out why I don't like this bailer, and I have baled, what, 3 spots around the field. And we're going to continue baling. Actually, we're not going to continue baling for a moment. We are going to put the combine going because he is like the most important part right now. Keep going. I meant not to put bales in the headlands, but I fell asleep twice, basically. I wasn't concentrating, and I accidentally put bales in the headland. And they're going to cause massive problems later on because I'm probably not going to lose them. So, we're going to tab to this, and we're going to go down to the shop, and we're going to click the bale of trailer, the baling trailer. And what is that piston for? So, what are you for? Okay, I was looking at the model of this more like 10 minutes ago. Okay, gate. That's kind of weird. I was looking at the model of the more 10 minutes ago and I saw this massive piston and I was like, whoa, that must be lifted, but it has a really small lever on it. And I was like, okay, it doesn't matter. Point is, we're going to shop them. We have to click the better, and I've decided that we are not. I don't know how you make silage in this game. I know how you make silage. I don't know how you make silage in this game. Please go in here. Thank you. So, I don't know, can you bale grass and then wrap it, or do we have to ted it and then bale it? I have an awful feeling that we're going to have to ted it and bale it. But I'm not sure, and I'm actually scared now. We will need a tedder anyway, so we're going to buy a tedder, and we're going to buy a rake, because I ain't baling that whole field when it's thrown out with that baler, because the pickup is actually quite narrow, and you just don't do that. You really don't do that. And the tractor is still baling, but we'll get over that. So I'm gonna put this trailer, or this tractor, on the trailer, and I'm gonna take the trailer off of the New Holland, and the New Holland is gonna do the tedding, because anything could do. I could do the tedding, damn it. I could drive that tether. As long as it can lift it, it can basically drive it. That's generally how it works. So we are going to be buying. Tab over here. We're buying this tether, not this one because that's a module one, and this is the actual original one from the classics pack by Giants. Great pack. Keep going. Make that pack for 17 as well, please. And the Agromet Z211, and we're gonna buy that as well, and that's all we're gonna get. So I'm gonna grab this. Yeah, I'm gonna try this on the front of the tractor. Bless the man who invented front arms for tractors. He deserves praise. I wonder what the first tractor was to have front arms, because they are relatively new. You don't see any tractors from, we'll say, 95 having them. Out of the shop. They can be added on afterwards to pretty much any tractor. Okay, and McConnor. Like, our tractor, which is the exact same as this, almost, it's bigger. It's not a Hurleman either, it's a Lamborghini, so, like, as I said before, Hurleman, Lamborghini, Dites, and Semi are all the same tractor, especially Lamborghini and Hurleman. But I think the master of them used to be Lamborghini, because Lamborghini got stuff before the rest of them. But now I think it's Dites, because Dites is green and people like John Deere's and they like Dites just because they're green. Basically, it's the right color or something. It's something stupid like that. But Lamborghinis are slightly better. Dites used to be problematic. Semis used to be problematic. I can't say anything about them now. And Lamborghinis were never very much problematic. Like, we had a contractor when I was younger who used to have a fleet of Lamborghinis, and this was back in the time now, well around here anyway, when you had a load of 100 horsepower tractors, no bigger, drawing silage. Today it's all like 120 is the minimum for big contractors, and 150 isn't uncommon, and after that it's just too big to get in the gap, so like who cares. But he had a fleet of 100 horsepower Lamborghinis or so. He had, I think, about 6 or something. I think it was 6. He had 6 trailers and 6 tractors, but most of the time you're going to have 4 going, depending on how long the draw was, 3 to 4. But I never heard that he ever broke down. I've never heard that he broke down ever. Not even for the harvester for some reason, but I never heard that he broke down. So that's a tick up in my books. And it used to be a JF. I'm gonna call it a JF. Everyone knows what the JF is, if you were here for 13 especially. But a trailed harvester. That's what they're supposed to be called. I never knew what their official term was. But that's what they are, trailed harvesters, and I missed it, so I don't know if we can get in this gap with this on the front of it. Keep it in, keep it in, keep it in, go, 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 go. So he had a trailed harvester, and he put a Lamborghini on that as well, a bigger Lamborghini. I think it was like 135 horsepower or so, and it was air cooled, and that's a big deal. And you're saying, so what if it's air cooled? Well, air cooled is it's fine. They work perfectly. There's a lot of air cooled engines. And I'm caught in the bale. Oh, I'm very caught in the bale. I'm gonna go down and move the second bale now, because I just had to. I knew this was gonna happen if I bailed headlands. But anyway, the full headlands. I meant to just like stop and drag it out of the way, but anyway. I will fix my mistake. Hard worker, will you work properly? You will. Good, good, good. So, where was I going with this? My point is, he put that on the harvester, and the harvester goes very slow, so there is no airflow, and we're having a problem, aren't I? Yep, I meant to throw off the trailer. He put that on the harvester, and the harvester moves slow, so there's no airflow, and I don't remember this because I was only very small at this time. But my father used to say, you could fry an egg 10 feet away from that tractor. It was so hot. It was producing so much heat, like you could just feel it from way far away. And it never gave any problems. And usually when you run an engine hot, I don't know how technical you guys are or anything. Hide that unfold. When you're running hot, that means the metal expands and there's less gap between the piston rings. That means you're either going to be rubbing metal on metal or wearing the seals inside the engine more. And he never had any problems. Maybe he took good care of it, maybe replaced the seals every couple of years, every year maybe even, because it would be running for like most of the day. If you were working 10 hours a day, 7 days a week on average. What way is the harvester? He's going to be grand. So, you see where I'm going with that? They were fairly reliable. That was a big long story for not much information. So they were reliable. Dice sports was problematic, and semi were supposed to overheat. I think. I don't think that's true about them now, because there's very few bad tractors out there at the minute. If you go into the big name brands, like there's no big name brand that's actually bad at the moment, except Massey. And people are gonna be hating on me. Like, I know a lot of people in Masseys, newer Masseys around here, like from 05 on kind of, and they've been problematic. The 4-digit series Masseys have been problematic. And that's all I have to say about them, really. They haven't been desperate bad or anything, it's the computers that go. But that's kind of relatively new to tractors, and I hate them. I don't like computerized tractors. Give me a clutch, an accelerator and a brake and a steering wheel and some spool valves that I can operate manually. None of this technology is needed. And we'll just burn plenty of diesel. And it'll be grand. Basically. And that's about it. That's all I have to say on the matter. Okay, we're finished now. I think I'm going to stop baling. Turn you off. We don't need you actually. I'll drop off the hay bob on the way back as well. Like, I don't have time anyway, sure. We'll be bailing flat out for a while. Drop him there. Unhire him. And offload him. How full is the hurdle man? He is, I can see, 60% full. And counting. Grab ourselves another bale. I told you why I hate this baler now, because it's slower than the in-game. I think the in-game goes 20 or 25, whereas this is struggling to get 17. Damn it, I drove on the straw, or the barley. That's why I never liked this baler. I can never remember that slow. But we'll live with it now. It's actually not that slow for reality in all honesty. Like, baling at 17 kilometers an hour, that's quite fast. That would be a light crop you'd be baling. And yep, that's it. Okay, and our bale, and stop, back up. I'm in ponderment at why the drive shaft cover turns. Like, there's a drive shaft underneath that, and that turns, but the whole point of the cover is so it doesn't turn, and so that you don't get caught in it, or a piece of clothes doesn't get caught in it and drag you in. So it shouldn't turn. There's literally a small little chain in them connected to whatever, the baler, somewhere on the baler, so it doesn't turn. And it's turning. Why does it turn? He's gonna go. You are how full? 70, another 2 loads out of fill him, I think. Or 1 a bit. Oh, forward. So we're not exactly catching up on the harvester, but it has to be done. Has to be done. As soon as we've this field finished, I guess we'll have nothing better to be doing than drawing bales. We have to save a bit of money to make sure we can buy some cows as well. Have to get the cows. I hate. Oh, do I have? Let me 1 second there. Feeding technology. I need a small forage wagon or feeding wagon, whatever. No, we don't have a small one. I thought I used to have small ones. So, come on. I want a small one. Well, we won't be buying it today, I don't think. Because I don't think we'll need it. We don't need to feed cows today. Where do I put? I still don't know where I'm going to put the straw. There is that one shed. We're not going to put it in with the cattle. I really don't know. Just going to grab little bits and bobs around here. And also that contractor that I was talking about, he got over the silage in that respect. He doesn't have an outfit like that anymore. He got himself a forage wagon so he could draw the silage all by himself rather than having a man on the harvester and a load of men drawing it. He has the forage wagon and he has a man for a loader, of course, to back it up. But he got a new Lamborghini, new 170 horsepower Lamborghini, and he chipped it up to 190, so it's 190 horsepower, which is absolutely humongous for around here. And the only problem that I know he had with it is that he blew the I'm looking for the PTO box out of it from turning on and off the wagon when to get jammed. So if, because he'd be driving on and he'd be pushing the pickup to the limits, and suddenly there comes a bit of a bump in the row of grass and the wagon can't take it, so it gets blocked and he has to slam on the brakes and he'll turn off the PTO and he'll drop the knives so the blockage can just go back through much easier, and he'll turn back on the PTO and it'll be grinding and to be slipping. So it's like, there's basically a clutch, basically, for people who don't know how things work, how these things work. There's basically another clutch which is operated electronically, and you press the button and it'll go on and it'll let in the clutch for you, and if it's under pressure, if you're half blocked, there's load on it, the clutch is going to slip and it's going to start wearing away. And if you're going to be doing that, 20 times a day on top of turning it on and off normally, like, you're going to start wearing it. You just are. And that's the only problem I know that he had with his tractor, that he blew the PTO box out of it. And he took it back to the garage man, and it was new at this point. It was very new or something. It was like only a year old or 2 years old, and the garage man was going crazy at him because it's a new tractor, nothing goes wrong with these tractors. How did you manage to do this? This shouldn't have happened. Giving that brand of tractor a bad name make it harder for the garage man to sell them. And are you cutting something? Oh no, you're just full. Okay, we'll stop that because you will be almost full. I don't think we'll have much time for baling, and I'll grab those 2 bales now. I don't know how the second bale got there. I must have rolled, I think. Okay, slowly. And he's gonna turn and do whatever he has to do. And we'll just grab those 2 bales out there, make sure that we don't have problems, because we have enough problems without having more problems. Wow, there's bales everywhere. I can't turn without needing a bale. And that's the story, basically. No problems. The only other problem that he's having with it is keeping tires under, basically. Because when you're pulling, most people have driven the, whoa, hello plowed ground, how do you do? That's just strange. Okay, let's just lock this, and if in doubt, differ out, and the trailer's in the way now. Of course the trailer's in the way. We were moving bales, that's what we're doing. So if you're driving, a lot of people have driven a car, and you have to put tires under it probably every year maybe, and they cost, I don't know, €60 for a very expensive tire or something. I don't know how much tires cost. Ooh, stop. And that's not too bad, and you'll probably do 2,000 kilometer, I don't know how much. You'll do quite a bit of mileage, whereas a contractor will have to pay €2,000 for a pair of tires, for a set of tires, and more. So if you're doing that every 2 years or so, stop. Oh no, stupid bale. There's not much I can do for that. I literally won't be able to catch it in time. So yeah, because you have a heavy load, putting a lot of weight in the tires, and you're tearing around corners and all this. It's not even on the, there's another bale down in the forest. Like, they literally don't wear it all in the field. You could drive forever in the field and tires would never come out from underneath the tractor, ever. But driving on the road just kills them. Like, we have a quad, and We've had it for 10 years now. 10 years. And there was never a set of tires put in it. We had it for 10 years, driving around fields and passageways, and might cross the road the odd time, because we've rode it or landed both sides of the road, but basically it stayed in the field. 10 years. And it's not as if it was only pulled out, you know, on the rare occasion or anything. It was used a bit. So 10 years from driving around fields it lasted. Why won't you come off, Bill? Really? Can we? Fine. We'll just do it this way. Okay, and now will you come off? You can surely come off now. You win, but you won't come out. Okay, come on. Come on, Bill. Thank you, but not thank you at the same time. How full is he? You're starting coming down, we'll start going up. So, tires don't wear out in fields, they wear out on the road, and when you're a contractor drawing silage, you go on the road a lot, more than likely, so, tire problems. And I forgot to check when we started recording, but oh well. How full are we? We're 92% full. I'm gonna start reversing quite skillfully, hopefully. Not skillfully enough. Oh dear. Too far away, too far away. Okay, this isn't working. Go! 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 Please don't roll, Bill. And full enough. Go on, yes, thank you. I wasn't going with a full trailer. 2,200 or 22,800 liters. That's how much I carry. Okay. And we're off to the races. And we're going up a slight hill. We're losing speed. We're losing speed. We're losing speed. Okay, so the New Holland had no weight in the front like we do, but it did have its loader, so I think that cancels each other out. And we need to put on the four-wheel drive and diff lock before we go out here. And keep her going, keep her going. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh jeez. Oh dear God. Okay, we're good. We're good yet. We're still good. We're still good. Still good. And we made it. Yay. So, when we were going back towards... when we sold a load with the T4... we were under pressure. Coming back through the farmyard. I just hit unfold on the thing. Oops. We were only making 20 kilometers an hour, so that's my benchmark. Can we get faster than 20 kilometers an hour through the farm, and then we can say that this tractor is better than the T4. And I said that our tractor is very similar to this. I can't remember to discuss this the last episode or not, but this is pretty much the exact same as our tractor, except ours is bigger and a Lamborghini. It has that exact same dial sequence. Woo. On the top right hand of the dash, it's more center than ours. It's actually completely center than ours. And we have the same gearbox, I would presume. There's a shuttle there on the far right. And then you have 5 gears with 3 splitters in each gear. You can see a red and blue dot there. And you can see there's like a funny bump underneath the actual gear lever on it. I don't know where you could say it is. We're doing 24. We're only doing 20 here. And then at the back there, if I can look where I'm driving and show you. Just on screen there, you can see there's a four-way lever, so you have your fast, slow crawler and like super crawler. I mean, you go nowhere in the. Whilst I was drawing size of our tractor for a neighbour, that's the size I was drawing. Or not neighbour, but a friend or whatever. And I was waiting for a load to fill, for someone else to fill. So I was on quite a steep descent. So damn it, we just got caught. So I was on quite a steep descent, so I put it into the crawler box, the super crawler box. I never did before, and I put it into first gear, and it took me like 5 minutes to move. I'd say about 10 meters. That's half a meter, or was it? No, it's 2 meters a minute in first gear. Can you imagine that? It was so slow, it wasn't even funny. And we're never going to be able to do that. We will manage some other way. I presume that's where you sell straw, but I don't want to sell the straw. Actually, there's no box there. There's a box there, and there's a box there, so maybe that's where you sell the straw? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, trailer. Don't do that. Don't do that. And that'll do fine. So, and make sure it doesn't hit the rafters. $3,900, and we didn't get 3,900. We got more than that. We got what? We were at 8,000 on this, so 12,000 euros for that. But I think that's all we have time for this episode. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.